In 2026, the massively popular pop group formerly known as i-dle dropped the G and parentheses from their name. This rebrand coincided with a measurable decline in their chart power. It is too early to tell if these results are a fluke, but the upcoming album has become an important fork in the road for their career. In an industry that typically relies on safe, heavily focus-tested musical formulas, any significant drop in commercial performance creates immediate pressure to return to the status quo. With previous dominance waning, their path forward depends entirely on the success of their next release. They didn't drop a guaranteed radio-friendly anthem. Instead, they pre-released Crow, a stomping, rap-heavy glam rock track driven by aggressive percussion. Critics were divided. One prominent review handed the track a C+, describing the arrangement as underwritten and noting that the chorus lacked the expected energy. It raises an obvious question. Why would a major group in a commercial slump release a lead single that some listeners find unfinished? To understand the logic behind this gamble, we must look at the artist who engineered it. John Soyeon is the leader of the group and the producer responsible for writing and arranging the majority of their music. Her career began with a series of failures. As a child, she secretly attended and failed between 20 and 30 traditional singing auditions. After these rejections, she pivoted to rapping and street dancing in Seoul, eventually earning a trainee spot at Cube Entertainment through their Incheon auditions. This history of industry rejection earned her the nickname Survival-Born Monster, as she developed a musical style outside of standard idol expectations. Her production career began out of necessity. Their initial debut was delayed because the group lacked a lead song. Soyeon stepped in to write and produce their debut single, La Tata, looping percussion beats and developing the melody herself. The song was a commercial success, which shifted the internal dynamics of the label. Following that success, Soyeon took charge of the writing and production for nearly all of the group's subsequent lead singles. This self-made start allowed her to maintain creative control over the group's sound, a rarity in an industry where production is usually handled by external teams. Soyeon has stated that when she writes, she doesn't think about gender or the specific definitions of being a girl group. Her inspirations are often unconventional, from the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song to isekai anime and feature films. She has cited the pop-punk aesthetic of artists like Avril Lavigne as a direct influence on the group's concepts and fashion. She also draws on classic Hollywood icons to challenge preconceived notions of sexiness, aiming to present a more personal version of the concept. These diverse influences have led critics to describe her as a concept artisan, prioritizing personal expression over polished industry standards. When we re-examine Crow, its perceived musical flaws appear to be deliberate choices consistent with Soyeon's style. This waveform shows the difference. Most K-pop tracks build toward an explosive chorus, but Crow uses a stripped-back, percussion-driven glam rock beat. By refusing to provide a traditional punchy chorus, the track intentionally denies the listener a familiar climax. This underwritten quality functions as a statement against the manufactured perfection of the idol industry. Crow reflects the output of an artist who is willing to trade guaranteed commercial appeal for a specific artistic vision. The song's central metaphor is suddenly made very clear to us, a single, defiant crow standing out in a massive, uniform flock. For an artist moving away from focus-tested pop, mixed reviews and lower grades are a predictable trade-off. Retaining creative control means the final product won't always meet every listener's expectations, but it will remain a reflection of the artist's intent. Long-term relevance in this industry may not come from chasing charts, but from the confidence to evolve on your own terms.